going to be doing a 2024 year prediction for K-pop boy group by the name of Ateez. Please keep in mind that this reading is going to be a bit longer one, so please take your popcorn, your chips, and there are some parts that you can skip if you want. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes only. I don't claim to know the future, the thoughts, or the events that might happen nearby, so take my words with a grain of salt, as they might be completely incorrect. Also, I'm just a tarot beginner reader, so yeah, my interpretations might not be as deep as you wish me to have. So yeah, without further ado, subscribe, like, and go. Let's go. So this part is going to be only shuffling cards, so yeah, if you're not interested in that, you can skip to the actual reading. I will try to leave the timestamps in the video or in the comments, but if you want to stick, thank you for doing that. And yeah, without further ado, let's start. What kind of month is January of 2024 going to be for K-pop boy group Ateez? January for Ateez. What can we expect? What kind of month is it? One card only. Going to take the top one, as I always do. January. Okay, what about February of 2024? February. If you guys enjoy these type of readings, because actually this is my first time doing those, then this is February. You can please let me know in the comments what you like and what you don't like, leave your feedback. What about March of 2024 for Ateez? March. I'm always taking the top card if more than one pops out, because there's going to be a lot of cards and I can't take a lot. What about April of 2024 for K-pop boy group Ateez? April for Ateez. Okay, April. Let me do a bit of. Next is May. How is May going to be for Ateez? Okay, this. What about June? Okay, June. A lot of cards want to pop out, but I can only take one. July of 2024 for K-pop boy group Ateez. Okay, this one, the first card. Next on the list we have August. Okay, this. August. September of 2024 for Ateez. September. Okay, we're going to take only one card, as I mentioned. Next is October. What about October of 2024 for K-pop boy group Ateez? October. Okay. October. Next we have November. November for Ateez, K-pop boy group. of November of 2024, next year. Okay, this card. And finally the month of December for Ateez. One card only. Okay, thank you. Let me put them a bit better. Okay. And I also need to take one card for clarification from Oracle. Please describe January to me for K-pop boy group Ateez. How is January going to be? January. Next is February. I'm going to take only the top card, as I always do. What about March of 2024 for Ateez? March. This card. Next on the list we have April. Okay. Wanted to pop out. What about June of 2024 for K-pop boy group Ateez? The first card. I don't know why, but for Ateez there's a lot of cards that want to pop out. I recently did NCT Dream one and only one card popped out, and for Ateez it's a lot. What about July? No, July, I'm sorry, June. What about July? Okay. What about August of 2024 for Ateez? August for Ateez. No. September for 2024 for Ateez. One card only. This one. Next on the list is October. What is happening in October for Ateez? Okay, this card. November for Ateez. November. Okay, this card. And finally December of 2024 for Ateez. Okay, this card. And I'm going to take one card. Please describe the overall theme for 2024 for K-pop. This card. And one. Please describe the overall theme of 2024 for K-pop boy group Ateez. Jeez, how many cards do? One card only. Okay, this one. Okay, we will start the readings. Okay guys, if you just got here, welcome back. And if you watched the shuffling part as well, you see that I popped 12 cards for each month of 2024, and in the middle we have the overall theme of 2024. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. How is January going to be for K-pop boy group Ateez? For that, I got the card of Four of Swords and the card of Convention. Right off the bat, I do think that in January of 2024, Ateez might join some sort of festival or a concert that, you know, not only them are going to attend, but other K-pop groups. That could be also like an award shows, for example. and they going to go into this sort of like convention, this sort of like festival, and they going to surprise a lot of people with their, you know, facial expressions, with their appearance, like, you know, how pretty, how handsome they look. Also, because I got the card of Four of Swords, I don't want to say it, but there might be a member who's maybe taking a bit of a break from idol industry due to, I don't know, mental struggles or some sort of rumors that happen. Because Four of Swords in my cases are usually associated with card of hiatus, but it doesn't have to be, you know, one member. It could also indicate that in January, Ateez as a group might not have as many schedules as they, you know, in public as they usually do, because they are preparing something behind the scenes. Or just in general, January for them is a month that they can, you know, relax a bit, have time to heal, to, you know, prepare for the year that is 2024 going to be. Like a bit of you know, not fully into your work, if that makes sense, but focusing on other things as well. Next we have February, the month of love. And in February, for February, I got the card of Ten of Pentacles and the card of Rebellion, I'm sorry. So, right off the bat, I do think that February is going to be a really profitable month for Ateez. They might, you know, sell some things, or just in general gain, you know, more views, for example, more streams. Just in general, a really profitable month in terms of money coming in, like profit. But they're also, because I got the card of Rebellion, I see Ateez doing something, or a member of Ateez doing something that is quote unquote not accepted in K-pop world. So for example, that could be, you know, getting a tattoo, getting quote smoking a cigarette, drinking alcohol, like swearing in a live, you know, something like being the sort of, you know, rebel that people describe as rebel. Uh, or just in general, there could be behind the scenes some sort of disagreements about Ateez next schedules, on, you know, next plans. Some members might have two different opinions, you know. One side wants, you know, for example, to do a softer, like a ballad type of you know, song, while the other wants to continue doing what they already are doing, you know. This sort of disagreement amongst the family, amongst the group as a whole. Yeah. Next we have March. For March, I got the card of the Moon and the card of Patience. So I do think that March is a month where fans will, you know, be a bit impatient. You know, oh my god, when are they coming back? Oh, when is the next comeback? When is the next schedule? When is the next opportunity for Ateez members? You know, I do think that maybe some sort of teaser might come out in March, or just in general a bit of speculations about Ateez's next comeback might, or next schedules might start to speculate amongst the fandom, amongst the, you know, citizens of Korea, and amongst their fans. I also do think that in March, there's a chance that one member is going to have some sort of photo shoot or change the way they usually dress up, or change of a hairstyle, for example. Some sort of appearance change might surprise a bit of like a large amount of their fans. But I do think that March is not going to be filled with a lot of public appearances, a lot of public schedules, because I do think that they are working behind the scenes on something, and that most likely is either a tour announcement or a comeback, something like that, because they are preparing something in March, but it's not fully not fully out, like not confirmed, but fans are looking into the hints and putting things together in their minds. Next we have April. For April, I got the card of Ace of Pentacles and the card of Caution. I think that in April, Ateez might receive some sort of offer from an outsider of their company. For example, like an opportunity for acting job, an opportunity for modeling, an opportunity for be a brand ambassador. And this opportunity is actually a really profitable one, but something is shady about the person who is suggesting that. Some maybe they had some sort of bad reputation or bad thing, and they Ateez members should, or the company that Ateez is under, should be really careful and think and plan things throughout, because because caution is like, be careful, and it's don't act rationally. Think what will be the benefits and what will be the downsides of accepting this opportunity. But I do think that April as a month is definitely going to be a really profitable one, in terms of actual money coming in, like maybe fans purchasing something. Yeah. Next we have June. For June, I got the card of Three of Cups and the card of Quarrel. I wouldn't be surprised actually if April or May, like around that time, there's going to be a new comeback, because there is something to be celebrated for in June. Not June, I'm sorry, in May, because Three of Cups is really great card to get. It's like achievement, celebration, festivals. But because I got the card of Quarrel around that time, that most probably, or just in general, this is a prediction, take my words with a grain of salt, around that time other K-pop big groups might have a comeback, and it's going to be a bit of struggle to get wins, to get in music shows, and just in general fight for that spot in charts, fight for the attention. And I also think that in May fans might have heated discussions on social media platforms, fighting haters, people that badmouth Ateez's name, like somehow a bit of fighting and protection and quarreling with someone is happening in May. Next we have June. For June, I got the card of Nine of Pentacles and the card of Influence. Yeah, right off the bat, these 3 months seem like really, really great months. Like around either April, May, or June, there's most likely a comeback. And June seems to me like a really great month in terms of recognition, in terms of wealth and profits. They may, you know, have this sort of recognition from, not only their fans but outsiders of, other K-pop fans, but not particularly Ateez. Like they will gain this sort of fame and recognition in June. There might be some sort of pretty photo shoot being dropped, or someone is involved with fashion related stuff, maybe becoming like doing an ad, for example, or just in general becoming like an ambassador of some sort of fashion, or attending a fashion related event, for example. And I do think that June is they're going to get praises maybe from TV shows, like actors, for example, just someone who will have great words about Ateez, for their talents, but also from their appearances, how they look. Yeah, something like that. Next we have July, the 7th month. For that I got the card of Chariot and the card of Vision. I wouldn't even be surprised if in July there might be a one member in particularly is going to shine really brightly, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they will have some sort of solo schedule, like maybe even a solo song being dropped out, like a mixtape, for example, or just in like a dance cover, something new, and that includes one member in particularly shining really brightly. They could also go overseas for some sort of schedule in July, but I don't think that is the tour, or maybe. But so they going overseas for something. Maybe it's a concert, a festival, not sure, or maybe even a tour. But overseas is important in July. Next we have August. For August I got the cards of the Fool and the card of Order. I do think that in August they going overseas as well, because they got the card of the Fool. Fool card is, walking distance, so maybe they are having a tour, or just in general joining some sort of concerts, performing overseas. I also do think that in August the company is having plans, big plans for Ateez, how to get promoted better, get more recognition from international public. I don't know why, but international public plays a big part in that. But I also do think that because Order, for me as a reader, is usually associated with traditions, and those traditions usually in K-pop readings indicate, like the big four, entertainment companies and groups from those, organizations. And somehow Ateez is not a part of that, if I'm not mistaken. They are a smaller, quote unquote, smaller company. But I do think that they shouldn't. I would give an advice in August for maybe both fans and Ateez members to not listen to and not pay attention what other groups are doing. Like, don't follow the popularity thing. do your own thing, because that is what separates, you know, Ateez's name from the K-pop, you know, group. Don't become like a sheep and follow, oh my god, this group is doing that, I have to do the same concept as well. You know, no, don't be like that. Be your own creative person, and good things will come. Like in August, it's especially, I don't know why, but it shows that do the same thing as you did before, because it works. And don't follow the crowd. Be your own person. Be, because that separates you, and that what makes you unique and makes you stand out from all the other K-pop groups. Because as you may know, K-pop is becoming a bit saturated at the moment, where lots and lots of people are debuting, and you know, just in general are part of K-pop, and fans have way more have way more difficult time choosing, you know, their favorites. Next we have September. For September, I got the card of Ten of Swords and the card of Charity. Charity, you know, suggests that they might have or work with group or groups that are under the same entertainment company, but you know, somehow maybe debuted, you know, later than Ateez. You know, Ateez is their sunbathing, and they might help somehow, you know, with their work and give great advices. But I also do think that the entertainment company might play a bit of favorites and give way more resources, or try to push the other group, not Ateez, and the fans might have some complaints of mismanagement in September, because they do think that Ateez deserve better, like they are forgotten child. There might be even some sort of crazy rumors, or some sort of misinformation being spread about Ateez's name, and just people trying to badmouth their achievements, their name. And yeah, it's a bit of difficult time in September, because they are not sure what the next plans are, what the next move, and they need guidance from the higher ups. But the company, or the higher ups, the management team, is not paying attention to them, and but paying attention to the younger like children, you know, and trying to protect them, but not Ateez. Like Ateez is being left alone in September. You do you. Like, strange. Next we have October. For October, I got the card of Hierophant and the card of Achievement. Yeah, that is a really great card. I do think that October is going to be a really successful month, where they're going to break quite a bit of records. Maybe they are having a tour, for example, or they are having a comeback, or just in general their music is gaining more recognition, more appreciation in October. They might break some sort of record, achieve a lot of things in their career. So when the Hierophant appears in a, you know, career reading, it means that Ateez will find success by working together with their colleagues and following the established rules. Ateez might look up to experienced people at their job who can teach them a lot. Also, sharing knowledge and teamwork are Ateez's key to success in October. Next, so yeah, October is going to be successful, really successful month. Next we have November. For November, I got the cards of Six of Wands and the card of Companionship. Right off the bat, I do think that the success from October continues to be in November as well. They're going to feel like they are, or the fans are going to be like calling them leaders of their generation, someone really successful. And I do think that in November there might be even some sort of collaborations with other groups, or just in general, some sort of clips, or just filming a TikTok with other people from other groups, or fans trying to push the idea of some sort of collaboration, of some sort of interaction between Ateez member and member from other groups. In November, their teamwork is going to shine really, really brightly. The Six of Wands indicate success and trump. Ateez may receive a promotion, raise, or new job opportunity, all thanks to their dedication and efforts that they put into their hard work. Also, their achievements are being noticed by a lot of people, by their fans, by their colleagues, by their superiors, leading to greater financial stability and professional growth. Yeah, it is also going to be really successful. Maybe even in November they're going to win some sort of awards, because their recognition is finally being put for Ateez. They are acknowledged for their hard work and their success with their works. So maybe they are going to win some sort of award. And for December, I got the card of Five of Pentacles and the card of Enthusiasm. The boys are happy with how the year, the months before December have been. They are really thankful for their fans, support and their willingness to love their work. I wouldn't even be surprised if in December I see two options. One option is one member unfortunately gets an injury of some sort, like a health problem, and the second is some sort of isolation, which could indicate that maybe Ateez is not invited into some sort of end of year show or festival, and the fans are really disappointing for isolating and not giving the same opportunity for Ateez. So yeah, there's two options, either that or that, because I got the card of Five of Pentacles. But I do also think that it is going to be a really fun time in December. Maybe appearance change for one member for Ateez, or just in general some sort of work with fashion related stuff, because somehow appearance is really important, like facial, the way you present yourself, your charisma is somehow really, really important in December. Yeah. And finally, how is 2024 going to be for Ateez? For Ateez, I got the card of Ace of Cups and the card of Innovation. I can't express how great of the cards they are. Ateez is going to be really successful in 2024. They're going to get the recognition, maybe even more fans, more profits. They're going to put out a lot of new stuff, really innovative, really unique, pieces of art, like through their comebacks, through their performances on stage. There's a chance that they are having some sort of tour in 2024, but I don't and I do think that they are going to finally receive all the love and all the recognition that they deserve. Yeah, it is really great year for Ateez, and I think that Ateez is going to be a really successful group, like stand out in 2024, because they're going to put out a lot of really unique stuff that not like like the rest, following the trends and popularity and just doing dances for TikTok, for example. No, they're going to continue working super hard, and I do think that they're going to receive that recognition and the success and the love from the fans, and I think that international public is going to play a big part in 2024 for Ateez. Yeah, international fandom. Of course, I'm not discrediting the efforts from Korean public, definitely not. But I do think that international public is going to be the key reason for all the achievements and the records that Ateez might break in 2024. Yeah guys, if you enjoyed this reading, please consider subscribing, liking, and if you have any other groups that you want me to do similar type of reading on, please leave them in the comment section down below, because otherwise I'm not sure if you want me to do this reading, and I'm hesitant. But if I see that you are requesting it, there's probably more chances for me to actually do it. Yeah guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope that some of my words might come true, and I hope that the success of Ateez is definitely going to be profitable and shown in 2024, and I wish them the best. And yeah, thank you. I'm stopping talking, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.